We need to totally replace the theme song with sexual healing.
Or no, let's get it on. Let's get it on.
That'd be amazing. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, we now present to you episode 69. Oh yeah, of Black, White, and Red All Over. I'm Victor Dandridge.
And I'm Ryan Seymore.
Oh, Esquire, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. So yeah, we got some cool stuff for you guys to read this week. I couldn't go still dirty. My grandmother watches this thing. I'm sorry. I just couldn't do it. It's terrible.
I was ready to be in the ladies' man voice the entire
I know you
episode.
were. I am Ryan, the ladies' man, and so we're going to read these here books. That's terrible. That's some Courvoisier. If I just had me a Courvoisier, a Cthulhu Courvoisier cup, I would drink that. Yeah. I don't do that regularly, I swear. No. I don't do it regularly. Don't put that off on me.
Tomatoes.
Not all black people are the same. So we have some good books.
Yes.
And where do you want to start, man?
Oh, jeebus.
I know, right? Between Secret War, Outcast, and Jupiter Circle, I think all of these are winner titles. Like,
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, it's.
Can I throw out Jupiter Circle?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was actually kind of thinking.
Were you thinking that one?
Yeah.
See, look at that. We're in the same accord. That's what happens. At the same time.
It's got a Liberace appearance in it.
It does, ladies and gentlemen. Liberace. Okay. Mark, you're always throwing something out there that makes us have to pause, like just a little bit. We want to know, did you know?
Or how did you stumble across? If
Right,
you did
like,
not?
I don't even, like how? How did you find out that information?
Because I thought I knew a fairly decent. I mean, more than the average common folk would.
I give you
about
that.
that particular philosophy.
Yeah.
And this includes Sammy Davis Jr. and that philosophy. So
James Mansfield and all. Yeah. Didn't know that one.
Didn't know that one. So
yeah,
hats
good
off to
job.
you on-
Yeah, especially because a quick Google search, he's like the first guy.
Yeah.
Like literally, like
it's amazing. Not,
boom.
Not his piano.
No,
Just
him. I wonder if that's in that movie with Mike Douglas.
don't
Did
know.
they touch that one?
I don't know. Now I'm gonna have to watch it to find out.
No, right?
Now
you're curious.
Yeah.
I totally want to find out.
It's, we're in production is saying it's not.
He's saying like no, it's not in there. Okay, so interestingly enough, I've talked to Mark about this particular little story stint.
Yeah.
Because it does have same track, if you will, core concepts, we'll say, of my book, The Trouble with Love. I am very curious as to how people are going to respond to the ending of this.
Yeah, I was. How to say it? It hurt because there wasn't, for me, there was too much redemption.
See, and that's so funny because I get that all the time with The Trouble with Love. So that's why I'm very curious how this one's going to be received, because I think this one has even more redemption than The Trouble with Love did.
Yeah, her reaction. I don't know. I love your Mark work.
Right,
And
of
I-
course,
so
of
I'm
course,
not,
of course.
I'm not slagging in any way, shape, or form. It was weird because, like, the way she was describing her feelings,
Right.
Leading up to that point,
Right?
The only thing I can think of is that in the there's the moment of redemption.
Right.
Something happens. One of the characters is injured very, very badly.
Right.
And his main squeeze does exactly what I would expect.
Right.
And I think in that moment there was because there's a difference between we're here for you and we're here for you, but you're going to have to work.
Exactly.
So-
and that last one is not where that was. I think it was, we're here for you, period.
Yeah.
That's what I got from it.
Yeah. Except for the look in that one.
Yeah, now that one, I don't think that plan has changed. I don't think that has changed at all. Like, and that's
And that
exciting.
was beautiful.
Oh my God.
Because the look in his eye was perfect.
Yeah, if I had a rock right now, I'd bust you upside. Yeah, it was one of those.
Yeah.
I agree.
But it was incredibly well written,
Right.
As to be expected.
Of course.
It's beginning to show that the difference in the generations in terms of how seriously they take their roles.
Yes.
As superpowered beings.
Oh my God, it's wonderful too, because you see how you have the hierarchy of the first group,
Yeah.
and then as it just goes down, it is not the same.
Yeah,
it is still not the same.
And that midlife crisis is
Oh, my
so
God.
delicious.
It's beautifully rendered.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Absolutely loved it.
Yeah, and that generational gap, like you said, it's
good. Yeah,
it's
good times.
fantastic.
Good times. Yeah, I'm gonna salute you. This is why you're Mark, and I'm just Victor right now. I'm getting better though. I'm getting better. I want to go Secret Wars number 4.
Fair to end with Outcast.
Yeah, we're gonna wait on Outcast. We're gonna wait on Outcast. Number 4. Okay, so far this series has topped the issue before it.
Yeah.
And this one, things are happening.
Yes.
We have the understanding of Doom being God, okay?
Yeah.
That's been drilled into us this entire time.
But it's an intellectual knowledge.
Yes,
You're
it's kind of like Doom is God. You're like, oh, okay, got you. Don't
Yeah.
say anything bad about Doom. He gets mad.
Yeah,
Okay,
Yeah, Tom Brady's got great hair. He's a good quarterback.
right.
But,
Don't talk about deflated balls though. It doesn't like it.
Yeah.
That's what it is. No, Doom is God.
Yeah.
Doom is God.
Yeah, he goes out and regulates something fierce.
You don't talk to him that way. That's bottom line. Oh my goodness!
But the mixture of fear and
Yes!
curiosity
Yes.
when he encounters a certain character.
Oh, it's so good. And the fact when he's called out about it,
Yeah.
that was one of the most, I don't know, ballsiest.
Yeah, it was like sticking in the Marvel U. It was like when Cap stood up to Thanos in the Infinity Gauntlet.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. It's like the gumption of you, sir.
Yeah.
Really? You speak to okay.
You were there when I became who I am.
Exactly. And you still dare talk to okay. All right. Well then this is how we're gonna do this.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't see the one character
Yep, I didn't see that coming either.
standing up, and then the zero F's given, just like
Done.
yeah,
Yeah.
just
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
cute. Oh, you're let's put something on that. Let's
Yeah.
put something on it and let's move on. Yeah.
yeah,
That was awesome.
fantastic.
Yeah. Without the character that goes last,
Yes.
I am very curious as to how quickly this will all devolve.
It's
Because he seemed to be the one that kept him on track.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And without him, and considering what just happened,
yeah,
how quickly does this
Yeah.
become,
yeah. It's hard to describe.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
I can
you're
see
like,
things- I can see things falling apart very quickly because he was probably far more of an important character
Yes.
to the structure
Yes.
than easily identified. Yeah.
He's the one that keeps it from getting to Doom's ears. And
Yeah.
so if he's gone, what now?
Yeah.
We're talking presumable anarchy.
Yeah.
And then
Anarchy.
God Doom having to regulate.
Yeah, which is no
Not
good
gonna
for
be
everybody.
it's not gonna be a pretty thing at all.
What I love though in this issue, on top of everything else,
Right.
The interactions with Valeria,
Yes.
and Sue and
Oh,
Doom,
man.
because it wasn't like he's in charge and they're just kind of there for his ego.
No, they're his family.
yeah,
They are his family
their opinions and thoughts are integral. He's teaching.
the whole time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and in a very Socratic method.
Yes.
which is brilliant.
Like you are my legacy.
Yeah.
And it is as important to me that you are capable of
Yeah.
doing this as it is that I'm capable of
Yeah.
doing this.
So that was just
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Yeah. Let's for fair warning for anyone else, don't talk about Victor having a throne.
he will remind you that he has had thrones.
And forever.
Yeah.
Don't your britches are nowhere near as big as his. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's not a good look. Outcast. When this becomes a show, I feel horrible for whoever has to maintain this level of excellence. Unlike The Walking Dead, which had years to play around with things, pick and choose, cherry pick, whatever you want to. Storylines work here, we're going to modify it over here.
Yeah.
This is so fresh.
Yeah, it's almost like it's being written not specifically for television, but
with that in mind.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. And this is right. Like, there's no two ways about it. They are doing it correctly. So if you deviate without just cause,
yeah, there's a scene where the porch
yes. Oh my God, the porch
is heartbreaking, and I guess maybe it goes to my mentality and my extremely warped worldview. Like, that to me is redemption. So that tells you about relationships.
Yes.
that I've had in the past.
I see where you're going with that.
So
Okay,
it's like two different kind of redemptions,
Right.
You know, like versus the Jupiter Circle.
Right.
But that to me is that redemption that everything is just outside your reach.
Like, yes, absolutely.
Reaching
absolutely.
happiness, touching pain.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just can't.
Yeah.
That moment broke me. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, it was so heart-wrenching. And you're like, okay, there's still, no matter how dark everything is in this
Still
book,
love there, man.
and then there's the last two
Oh
pages.
my God.
Sorry for UK members. The last two pages.
That's some of the most harrowing stuff.
Yeah, because you don't. Oh.
Because like the first time, you're like, dude, that's messed up.
Yeah.
So now that you have to come back and reiterate,
Yeah.
what are you going to do?
Because you've talked to your kids. You're like, kids, don't do this stupid crap. It will hurt. And then they keep doing
And
it.
they do it, and you're like, Papa spank. Papa spank.
And this is not Papa.
This is not Papa. This is not the father you want. This is not the father you crave. No.
This is
But then you do it again.
Yeah.
After Daddy spank, Daddy must escalate.
Yeah.
What is his level of escalation?
Which is just absolutely horrifying. And that's such in an episodic sense for a television series. That is the perfect end of an episode.
Oh my God! You yell at the TV. I yelled at the book.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, come on! And you can't even say crap because like the letters page is right there.
Yeah.
You can't even be like, no, there's one more. No, you knew good and well it was over.
Yeah.
Wrong. Just wrong.
Well, it was over for you, but not for me.
Okay, because in the order of things, I read Jupiter Circle last, so that made me feel better. It did. It actually made me feel better. It took me from that place and brought me back up a bit. So, yeah, kind of a good thing.
Yeah. All winners.
Yeah,
I can't. There's not one that I would pick as
can't.
higher in the
I
order.
can't.
Because they're all good. And
Yeah.
they're all different, and
Yeah.
they're all perfect. Like just in terms of comic writing, everything.
Just get that.
Yeah.
Because there's so many different flavors.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. Like they touch something different on each book.
Yeah.
It doesn't even make any sense. Even though they have like, okay, two of them have superheroes, two of them are more grounded in reality versus not.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. It's
different.
It's powers with politics.
Right.
Just oh God. and then just real life and just based in history, just the people happen to have superpowers.
Right. And the politics of that.
Yeah.
Like that's again, it's just
Yeah. But clearly the one dude Gator is so off because even when the one person in his crew he couldn't pick up on. Sorry.
Yeah, don't spoil. Spoilers, bro.
I'm sorry.
Spoilers.
Sorry.
Spoilers. Okay, here. Talk about this honorable mention that you went for.
Okay. One of our requests this week was from Hank. Hank, thanks for writing in. You suggested Bizarro number 2.
He did it.
I have a rusty hole punch. And I will exact justice. So
It's only fair. We told you. We don't want to read Bizarro. It's hard, man. After a long day's worth of work, other readings. He did it though.
I made it all the way through,
it.
so
I mean, you did have one very fun piece at the very beginning. I don't know if it got any better.
No.
Did it get worse?
Yeah, it gave me hope, and I was like, oh, hope. And then
it didn't.
Yeah.
And then it did.
Yeah. It was Outcast redemption versus Jupiter's Circle redemption.
I'm sorry. Cool.
Sorry. Cops.
You tried. You tried. You did try.
Yeah.
You did it.
I
You
did.
did it.
Yeah.
Shout out. Because the fans come first. Fans come first for him. Because I was like, I'm not doing it. I refuse. I took on Hayden Force. Yo, this one, like, okay, anyone that's all like, ooh, they're just doing girl stuff and it's stupid. No, you're wrong. Like, A-Force is amazing. If this doesn't continue, I will be very disappointed.
I think it does.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll have to, for our podcast, we'll be talking about that.
Yes,
so we've
we
got the
will.
all-new Bummer Cruise, and I believe it's in
Yes,
there.
yes. It's fun. Like, I mean, what we have is this hodgepodge of strictly female superheroes, but it's not in any sort of pandering kind of way. They just happen to all be female superheroes. Like, that just happens to be the thing.
Yeah.
But their personalities are still intact. Their interactions seem genuine. It is a fantastic book. Like, I really like it.
Yeah.
Like, truly. The art is fantastic. Story-wise, I'm on board. Like, I will see this through. I don't know if I would say that for all of the Secret Wars stuff, but
That
this
one's
one, it's been good. I really like it.
Yeah.
I really, really like it. Yeah. He made me do this, and I love him for it. We stand on guard.
Brian K. Vaughan's new joint.
Um,
Image did a really cool thing, and they do with a lot of their titles, where if you order a certain amount based on your discount plateau,
Right.
you can have strip cover returnability, kind of like a fail safe.
Right.
A lot of times when they do that, they'll give you 3 to 5 sample pages.
right.
We still ordered fairly aggressively, but I apologize to you, Brian, because they picked
The worst pages possible.
the
To show.
If they had it opened up with like the first three or four pages,
Right.
it would have been a no-brainer. Let's go. The basic plot behind this is at some point in the future, there is some form of attack on U.S. soil.
Yes.
They don't say who did it. They don't
No.
say anything more than that. It just happens, and
The U.S. retaliates
on Canada,
on Canada.
it's brutal.
Beyond brutal. That brutal is nice. Like, that's
Yeah.
a nice way to put that.
Yeah, it's
No, this is. I want to know where Kayvon is from. Where's Brian from? Is he from Cleveland? He's from Cleveland, isn't he? He's one of the Bryans from Cleveland. It's him. It's Bendis and Azzarello,
I
right?
believe so. Yeah.
Where do you get off talking like this? I need to know.
Just the violence is so perfectly rendered
It
by
is.
Steve. It's just
Like, and I love his work. Like,
Yeah.
I've been a fan of Steve Skroce since The Matrix, maybe even before, like when he did Wolverine. Even.
Yeah.
Like, yes. I want to know how they got away with that one image though, that one piece of
there's some
iconography there, if you will.
You somehow got around something and the direct use of that character's corresponding name.
Straight up,
Yeah.
like straight up. I want to know how they did that. Is it because you don't see all of it? Like, is that what it is? Is it in the context of the story and therefore it's fair because they're not using it to sell it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, this thing is it's brilliant. It's freedom fighter. Resistance in a futuristic setting after the fall of Canada. Just happens to be the U.S.
Who did it?
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know, like what can we call this one? Like, we're talking political drama with Pacific Rim. Like,
Yeah, because there's a lot
that
of
movie
lot
you
of
guys
that.
were telling me about. What's that called? Right or Wrong? Is that what it is?
Wrong is Right.
Wrong is Right. Okay, so if Wrong is Right and Pacific Rim had a baby without kaiju, but with the mechs, that's what we're looking at.
Yeah, so it's definite. Pick it up, give it a shot.
Yeah. I got to know what issue 2 is gonna have happen, because this one is just kind of like, what?
Yeah, and it ends on a
Boom.
mic drop.
Yeah, like, this feels like a pretty thick first issue. Like,
Only $3, $2.99.
for reals?
Yeah.
That's a steal. Yeah, that has to happen. Get that one. This one's a sleeper of the week,
Sleeper.
man. I didn't know. I had no idea.
Yeah, because if you don't know if it's Brian K. Vaughan, you don't know.
Right.
You're just like,
Right. You're just like, okay, whatever. Steve Skroce, again, legend in the game. Like, get that.
Yeah.
Matt Hollingsworth, if you like Hawkeye, he did some killer work on that.
that's great.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's dope. This has been an awesome week.
it was a really good week.
I enjoyed mine. You better get yours. 68 plus 1. Hey guys, did you love today's episode? We know you did.
And you should be subscribing right here. Subscribe. Subscribe to our YouTube. Do it. Do it now. Yeah. Yeah.
I'll find you.